is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hanging with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Welcome to the show. It is Monday. The SWBC Mortgage Living Room here in Frisco, Texas, after another Cowboys whooping. This is where we're at, fellows. At least it was entertaining. At least we pulled out the entire bag of tricks. We got to see Ben DiNucci. He was what we thought he was. Confused, athletic at times, not so athletic at other times. Kurt, good to see you got something on other than gray or black. You got your Monday blues
Cowboys.
on.
Yeah.
Jesse's back in his bedroom. Nate, me and Nate are in mourning. We the season is over.
No, we're not. Ain't here no morning, dog.
Oh, we're not?
That.
Okay.
You can stop that foolishness, bro. Big Newton hyped. I'm hyped. I'm just waiting to see what everybody else got to say.
Why are you hyped,
man?
Nate? Talk to me.
Huh?
Talk to me. Why are you hyped?
Because this team, we said last week, or we all agreed that this wasn't a very good team due to lack of experience, lack of ability, whatever you want to put the label of these guys under. It's more what I thought that we would call safer plays. It was really trick or treat. And a lot of times that trick was on the Dallas Cowboys trying to trick somebody else. I mean, you go 5 yards, you killing the biggest and baddest dude in Fletcher Cox. You double teaming him off the ball 4 straight times in a row. Then all of a sudden you say, hey, let's try 8 triple play reverse and let Fletcher Cox loose. The next thing I see, this dude doing a military crawl on the ground because he done made a 10-yard loss. Come on, man. I need to call Randy Moss because somebody, because he got come on man on that one. Come on, man.
You didn't like
but
all
I'm
that
good.
trickery?
Other than that, I'm good, bro. I swear I'm good. If I can ever get Chris Bean to pay attention to the games like he used to, now he YouTubing and watching all type of what's that, Maldoranas, the Star Wars stuff. I'm like, come on, Chris, you used to be locked in betting this.
So the way
on Chris, man.
The way that
I'm a dry stitch everybody. I'm a Cowboy for life, Jess. I'm dry stitching. We talked about trailer parks before the show started. Jesse went from New Jersey, found this old big thick country girl when he and went up in the trailer house.
She was thicker than a Sunday newspaper, baby. Thicker than cold oatmeal. Thicker than that crayon that you get when you were in kindergarten. Woo!
Yeah.
So if you're just tuning in, this is probably what the show's going to be like the rest of the season. We got about 9 more weeks of this, and it's going to be hard to fill every show with football if that's what we have the rest of the year. So basically, the way this show started is the Cowboy season. You have to laugh. It was entertaining. But you have to laugh to keep from crying. You have to find the humor and the bright spots in this season just to make it through, because the draft is going to be fun this year. I think we can all agree that since the draft where we drafted Zeke, this will be the most anticipated draft that the Cowboys have had in a long, long time, because they are well on their way to getting a top 5, possibly 3, possibly 2. Not going to say 1, but they're going to get a good pick. Jesse, you have something to say. What would you like to say?
And you hit on it, and I want to speak about this later on, but since you're here, it's so interesting that even in the Cowboys' worst moment, they're still going to be headlining, because they're going to come to a point in time when we start looking toward the draft, And everybody's going to want to know, the talk of the offseason will be, if the Cowboys are, pick 2, 3, or 4, will they sign Dak? Will they go for Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence? Will they put a package together to move up in the draft? Will the Cowboys move out? Even in its worst formation, the Cowboys are still going to find themselves the very topic of discussion, at the very top of it, at the very top of all discussion when we get to the draft, because we're going to say, once the conversation is Trevor Lawrence coming out or is he going back because the Jets have the number 1 overall pick, it's going to go right to, what do the Cowboys do now? Do they use this? And just know, you heard it here first. Do they use this as a bargaining chip towards Dak? You know what, Dak? Here's what we're going to give you, and if you don't want it, fine. We're going to take one of these other quarterbacks up here. Do they all out and pay Dak? Do they put a package together to send Dak away, to maybe bring back 2 first-round picks, and they use that to move up a spot or 2 and grab maybe Trevor Lawrence? I mean, even in their worst time, they're going to find themselves at the top of everyone's sports discussion across the nation. And this is the thing. This will then do what, Shannon, Kurt, Chris, Nate? It's going to give the Cowboy fans this new hope that, man, we're going to get this player and that player and this player and that player. And you're going to hear the calls again. We're going to the Super Bowl next year because we're going to get Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence or whoever the heck it may be that high up in the draft. If they get a quarterback on the offensive lineman, I just always laugh because, Jerry is like that kid punching thing. You and it but it has to wait at the bottom and it bounce right back up. It's like you hit Jerry, but don't worry about it because we're going to come right back up and be at the top of everyone's topic of discussion.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
That's it. You can knock Jerry down, but he's going to be right back. And I promise you, at the end of this year, the Cowboys will be right back in. They're going to be leading. They're going to be in the A block of all the shows and all the sports segments, and everybody's going to want to know. It's going to be high drama, soap opera type drama, the Young and the Restless type drama. Are the Cowboys going to sign Dak Prescott, or are they going to trade him away? You'll find out next when we come back from whatever the drama that is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Jesse.
It's crazy.
Yes, they are. To all of the above. Yes, they are. But I promise you, and fellas, I pray that I'm with you guys next year. I promise you, whether it's the first pick to the 32nd pick, somewhere in there, y'all better draft some defensive players. We'll be on another run of 8-8. Saying, hey, we don't value safety. Oh, we don't value linebacker. Oh, let's don't pay for this defensive lineman. We'll be back on that same 8-8 with Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields.
No. We got to sign Dak.
No. I'm going to mention Dak. And even with Dak, brother, yesterday, our defense got 4 turnovers. My big deal was turn the quarterback over for the Eagles and you will have a chance. Just maintain what you're doing on offense, get some type of rhythm, and you will win the game. And for the first time, I can say without Zeke fumbles, I'm like, how did we lose this game? 4 turnovers versus 2, and Hay Will's kicking field goals.
They tried to give you the game. Carson Wentz, handed you the game multiple times and just said, here, we are allergic to first place in the NFC East. We don't want it. It gives us hives. We do not want to be in first place. Take this. And they could not take it away from them.
Fellas,
I don't.
You tripped. This is so funny. You tripped on the lead in the first half. You tripped. Because the wind was blowing 19 miles an hour. This dude hit a golf hook to his far left and then swung back into the thing. And then all of a sudden, you tripped into the lead in the first half. Everybody would stand back. Chris, Kyle, everybody, we in there like, everybody's shocked, just eyes wide open. We have a lead. We truly have a lead in the first. We finna win this game.
Are you saying that the Cowboys didn't deserve this lead? That the Eagles, the Cowboys defense wasn't that good. It was the Eagles were so bad.
They didn't even rush the kicker. They just stood there like, hey, man, the wind blowing. Hey, no, dog. When they turned around and saw that ball go in, they showed Zerline, and he was laughing like, man, how did I do that? Come on, man.
He's the best player on the team.
The Cowboys traveled 4,000 miles to and from Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. to kick 4 field goals. What a waste of TSA's time. You've traveled to and from 4,000 miles to kick 4 field goals in 2 games and lost 2 games by a combined 36 points to 2 of the sorriest football team. You talk about bad quarterback play. There was so much bad quarterback play last night. I'm talking about on the field and off the field. Doug Peterson, bad quarterback play. Carson Wentz, bad quarterback play. Kellen Moore, bad quarterback play. Ben DiNucci, bad quarterback play. It was something, man, last night.
Wait, don't leave out Cedric Wilson. Bad quarterback.
Don't leave out Zeke. He didn't get the first down either. Bad quarterback play.
And Jalen Hurts, bad quarterback. I mean, it was just you. If you had any quarterback in your system, whether it was from high school, college, or the pros, you were on display Sunday night. It looked like the Cowboys. It looked like Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore put a suggestion box in the locker room and just said, hey, fellas, hey, put your best plays in there, man. We're going to run the ball on Sunday. And they took suggestions.
Like a DJ at the club. Just come on up. Give me what you got.
They just took suggestions. It was like, man, whoever can design, whatever play that you thought might have worked, just put it in the box. We don't care. Yo, put it in the box. We gonna bring it out on Sunday. That was some bad football, man.
I don't think I have ever laughed out loud as much between the field goal and just the bad play and the crazy play calls and the Ben DiNucci references on Twitter to Uncle Rico, him throwing the ball sidearm. Like I laughed out loud multiple times during this game. Just at least it was entertaining. Go ahead, Nate. Didn't mean to cut you off.
I just don't. No. Go ahead on, Shannon. This is a free fall, bro. Get your punches in. Because this is what bothers me. After the first reverse, I'm like, down. Okay, cool. Even when they got the little deal with Pollard, cool. But the defensive coordinator and the veteran players like, this ain't working no more, fellas. You got us 2 times. And each time, a couple of those times, the kid was trying to set up a pass. But what bothered me was one of those times they tried to set up a pass, and the Eagles was in prevent. How did you expect that to work? All the safeties and corners had backed up 20 yards. How did you expect that to work? And that's what bothers me is you done tripped up in the first half and leading. The guys got hope. You see them on the sideline defensively. They got hope. But that I just feel as a coach, it's like, okay, look here. Let's take away Jesse's suggestion box, throw it in the trash, and get down to something concrete here. Let's have positive plays. And they started that. In the middle of the third, in the middle of the fourth, they doing that. And all of a sudden you come up and you allow this kid to hold the ball, or you do a triple reverse. If you're trying to build something, you can't build it with that. I don't care who you are or how great you think you are, you can't build it with that.
All right, let's take a break. We need to breathe.
I'm going to be serious. Now, I'm going to have fun, but I'm going to be serious. Y'all taking them body blows, man, crippling me like that. Don't do that. Shannon need to take body blows.
Let's take a break and get some kind of...
The Cowboys wasted TSA time getting on the plane.
Stop. When we come back, We'll try to have some kind of normalcy to this show. We'll talk about Ben DiNucci.
Come on, Kurt. We need you to talk.
Talk about
Oh,
Trayvon
you guys are doing
Diggs.
great. You're doing great.
TSA
Talk
was
about
pissed.
Talk about Amari Cooper. Maybe. I don't know. We may keep doing this. Who knows? Tune in to find out. We'll be right back. Hanging with the boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again for Tailgating with the OtterBox Boys.
OtterBox, the company that builds wildly overprotective phone cases?
The one and only. But cases are just the start. OtterBox is the official outfitter of tailgating.
If they can keep my phone safe, what can they do for my parking lot party?
How about protecting your beverages from suboptimal drinking temperatures with their elevation tumblers? And OtterBox elevation tumblers come in 3 sizes: a 10-ouncer, a 20-ouncer, and even a 64-ounce growler.
Check out all the colors and sizes of their elevation tumblers at otterbox.com.
It's football season, and when you're tailgating with your friends and your family, you want the best meat on your grill. Pettigene Meats makes the best hot dogs, the Pettigene Griller, or the all-beef Franks will score. To complete that tailgate meal, Pettigene Meats has hickory smoked sausage, hot links, Polish sausage, and the best hickory smoked bacon and ham around. Available at your local retailer. And a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. It's Pettigene Meats. Taste the difference.
We can't wait to see the Cowboys back on the field, and we can't wait to pack AT&T Stadium to watch them play. When that time comes, SeatGeek is the place to get all of your tickets. Plus, tickets to the hundreds of games, concerts, rodeos, and other live events we'll all be able to enjoy again soon. Every SeatGeek purchase is protected by a buyer guarantee, which means you'll get your money back if your event is canceled. Guaranteed. SeatGeek. Let's go.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
We're back watching the game in old basketball shorts or baggy sweats is for amateurs. If you want to relax like a pro, upgrade to the comfort of Tommy John loungewear. It looks awesome and it feels even better. We know this for a fact because they gave us some last week and it is amazing. It's got pockets for snacks and is machine washable for any unpredictable nacho cheese spills. Shop loungewear at TommyJohn.com/Cowboys for 15% off your first order. TommyJohn.com/Cowboys. Again, huge thanks to Funtown RV, Wingstop, Papa John's, Dunkin' Donuts, Miller Lite, Tostitos, Tito's, everybody that participated. Tommy John, it was a lot of fun. It was good seeing you guys in person. I forgot how much I enjoyed doing this show with you guys. Last week reminded me, like it was a good time. I wouldn't mind doing that once a month if
we're gonna do that road trip now, right?
I'm down
serious
for that
about the road trip, man.
Me too. We're gonna hit every trailer park between here and Oxnard, California, just for Jesse.
Hey, they thick in them trailer parks, baby. Thick.
All right, let's talk about.
I'm here to tell you, every trailer park don't carry that. Believe me. You got fortunate.
Let's talk about some things that happened in the game. Like I said, it was entertaining. At least it was fun. I think you're just going to have to find the bright spots and hang on to them the rest of this season because it may be a rough ride. But tune into this show because we won't bring you down on Mondays. We'll try to bring at least some joy in the pain along this next 8 or 9 week journey called the Dallas Cowboys 2020 season. All right, Ben DiNucci, what'd you guys think? Have at it. Kurt Kurt thinks he had almost the same first start performance as Dak Prescott.
No, I didn't say that. Prescott was clearly better, but their stats were almost identical. That's all I was pointing out.
Oh, okay.
No, I apologize. I'm not comparing the two at all. Prescott is much better. I just thought it was funny that their actual statistics were almost identical as far as their first career start.
I thought I like the trick plays. They were fun. But like Nate said, I think they got too cute. They did it too often. And I don't understand why they didn't help him out more. Why weren't there more quick drops, quick slants? Why was it Amari? It looked like Michael Gallup was your number one receiver and Tony Pollard was your number one running back last night. And you know what? Dalton Schultz, you started using him at the end of the fourth quarter. Guess what? It worked. Like, I don't know. The game plan, to me, I don't know if he was so overwhelmed that it took him a while to get into the game plan and understand what they were doing, or if they didn't have a good game plan in place for him going into the game. I mean, I think we all knew that the secret to success was quick reads, get the ball out fast, check down if you have to.
Run the ball.
Run the ball was working. Why not run the ball more and not get so damn cute? But I can't put a whole lot of blame on him. He just looked really overwhelmed, and the game just looked way too fast for him.
I'm going to tell you, man, he went to the sideline one time and tried to throw a ball. He looked so disjointed. I looked around and said, what was that?
Are you talking about the sidearm pass to?
Yeah. Oh,
it looked like a flag football play.
Yeah, and I'm saying to myself, okay, at times, which very few, he looked like he knew what he's doing. A lot of times, he looked overwhelmed. I remember one time they went into zero, whatever they call it, which is everybody walks up, Jesse. And I'm like, they finna blitz. And stand back like, no, they're going to drop out at the last minute. When they turned their back, somebody called timeout and saved this kid. He didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do, and he didn't know what to do. So I'm saying to myself, Lord, and stand back there, just sit up there calling it. I mean, he ain't missing. Okay, right here, this here got to happen. Oh, don't hold. If he hold the ball, then he going to get sacked. Wow. I'm like, oh, my God.
Nate was doing the pregame and postgame show with Isaiah Stanback that used to play for us down in the studio. So he was watching it with Kyle Yeomans and Chris Beam down in the studio. Ooh. Isaiah was a former quarterback, was telling him what was going to happen every play before it would happen from the offense.
And almost every – I mean, and I felt bad for the kid because at times he was overwhelmed and he was out of position and he didn't understand what was going on. And so I asked those guys in the studio, I said, and Barry Church is with us from the defensive point of view, and I would ask him in the studio, I said, well, what do you do as an offensive coordinator to slow this down? And they gave me some ideas, and I'm like, okay, we sitting here, ex-players, thinking of this. Okay,
so what would they have done?
We got a Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl head coach, and we got a highly intelligent offensive coordinator. Why they ain't thinking of these things?
What was some of the things? I mean, he was going to have a rough night no matter what. But I mean,
I understand that.
Zeke averaged 3.3 yards per carry, so he wasn't like he was. We've had other games.
Okay, got other guys. No, we got other guys. His name is Tony Pollard. He was averaging more than that.
They're not playing him. They're not playing. I don't understand. They're not playing him. I don't get it either. They had an offensive line that was, getting overwhelmed too at times. I mean,
okay, and
they had no chance.
But brother, if you go back and look at that film, they was running the rock, man. Okay, let me ask you this right here. Would you rather be 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, or would you rather be 3rd and 19?
Well, of course, yeah.
We were 4 for 16 on 3rd downs, and you go back. I mean, and it's like like Nora Church tell us, fellas, I understand this is a long ways to go, but I still would like to be 3rd and 8 than 3rd and 12. He said, I still can draw up some type of play at 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. But you asking for miracles on 3rd and 12 and 3rd and 13. You can't do that. And now, this is with a veteran quarterback, which was Wentz on the other side. Boy, they need to get rid of him. But they got this kid who ain't never seen this right. He even told you last week, talking about, man, Chase Young is big. Wow. So guess what? He got to see Fletcher Cox, who's twice as big. Come on.
And just a little sidebar I want to put into this conversation for Philadelphia fans or Carson Wentz apologists or whoever. I never want to hear the conversation again. Like, never, ever do I ever want. And if you have the conversation, fine. Never put me in it. Never ask me my opinion. Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. Don't tell me they're the same. Don't tell me that these two guys are on the same page or in the same wheelhouse. Is that my phone? I think it is. Those two.
You must have got hit. You must have got hit in the head last night too.
I must have. Carson Wentz to be the number 3 overall pick. He is just. I mean, just downright.
What's happened to him?
Now, if Carson Wentz was the number 3 overall pick and this was his second year, and he was this inconsistent and this bad of a decision maker, cool. You got some excuses, man. You're learning. Things can be a little bit, but you're in your 5th year. There is no excuse. 6, whatever. You're in no excuse to be that bad of a quarterback being paid $100 million guaranteed. So I just when that conversation comes up. When it's come time to cut Dak his check, and Dak is just sitting home, he's recovering. I hope that he is in the best and greatest mental state that he could possibly be. But every time a game comes on and the Dallas Cowboys are playing, I hope he is looking at a brochure for what boat he wants next, or if he's going to upgrade his traveling plane next season, because the checks are getting bigger and bigger every time. Every time this team goes out to play, you realize, because this same team was averaging 30-plus points with him in there, and now, hell, they can't even get in the end zone without him. So I just know that your team is not better. Life is not better or easier, or we can just put the next guy in there. And when you think that this is what you're seeing right now, so think we could just take Dak Prescott out and put another player in and plug and replace and all that kind of stuff. Not so fast, not so fast. It's like, when you had that good girl, that good one, Nate, that just was everything.
That wasn't in the trailer park. Big thick.
Nah, it wasn't the trailer park. But then you never know how good you really got it till it's gone.
Yes,
the Cowboys are
still you reminiscing over that big thick girl in the trailer park. All right,
he is earning more money
right here, man,
sitting at home watching these games than he ever did on the field playing. Because every game, you're right, Jesse. Every game that goes by is just like, he was good. He was really good. He was really, really, really good. Go ahead, Nate.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Yeah, I'm saying it now, and I know me and Jess will be going blow for blow, and Kurt will jump on Jess's side, and you'll reluctantly you'll act like you're gonna be with me, Chris, but you'll really be going over there on Jess's side. I hope if we have 12 draft picks this year, I hope with the final player picked in the 2021 draft, number player 100 and whatever, 200 and whatever, we're going to select the offensive lineman with this Dallas Cowboy pick because they got 12 defensive players, 11 and a half defensive players on their team. That is that's why I'm so happy. As I got to see the young guy finally start trying to pay back some of them receivers that's been burning him up every week, and that's Diggs. I am so happy that he got 2 interceptions and could have probably had a third. Thank you, Carson Wentz. You have never done nothing for me, but you did a great job for me yesterday. Thank you.
I love the fight and the no quit. That one ball, Carson Wentz was throwing that ball away. That ball that he threw, the deep route, he was throwing that ball away, and he looked the ball, tracked it, and ran that ball down. That guy he may get burned up 2 or 3 times a game, but he does not quit. He does not give up. And
He's trying, man.
Give me 11 of those guys. Give me 11 of those guys.
You can laugh all you want,
quit.
Jesse. You can laugh all you want. You can laugh all you want, boy. I'm rolling with these boys. I see the direction they're trying to go in, man.
What direction is that?
Hey, man, they trying to play hard. I saw guys with enthusiasm, and yeah, they're a bad team. They're not a good team. Okay, but with the right drive from these coaches, and by the end of the year, whether they won 6 games and won the division, or 7 games and won the division, or whether they just barely missed it, now through this pandemic, I know the NFL ain't gonna be talking about, well, we ain't finna have no meetings. That ain't happening. They have lost too much money to injuries. 60% of our cap is sitting up in injuries? They ain't going for that this offseason. So coaches gonna get to lay their hands with gloves on these players this year during the offseason. So Jesse, you quit your laughing, buddy. You just stop it right now.
Was that improved effort simply getting rid of 3 players? I mean, why do you think we saw improved effort in this game?
Well,
they played a bad football team. Do not listen to Nate trying to get you guys to believe that all of a sudden because they got rid of 3 guys that these guys have magically found their mojo.
They played a terrible
just like when they played the
team.
Giants, they all of a sudden found their mojo. When you play bad football teams, which the what the Philadelphia is a bad football team, the New York Giants is a bad football team, you're going to look better. You want to impress me? You want to show me that you really about that life, that you really going to go out there and fly around? You got a 7-0 team coming to town next week. Okay, you got a team. You got a team with some real dogs, some real hitters.
We finna battle, homeboy. We finna get after them.
If you show me you gonna battle and get after with
we
those
gonna get after them.
Don't give me these sorry Philadelphia Eagles. Give me
yes,
the
sir. I am.
Teams.
I am gonna give them to you.
Good football teams. If
I am gonna give them to you.
Teams,
they gonna battle. They gonna battle.
Okay. Well, I hope so. I hope so.
Hey, we going down the middle of the highway, bro. Yeah, we gonna battle, Jesse. Yes, we are. This team is a bad team, and they play a bad team. And yes, the Steelers are coming in here with a nice defense and with a quarterback that's trying to regather himself in the Big Bend. But I promise you, the enthusiasm will be there. These guys will play hard, and yes, it will be ugly, and yeah, they may get beat by 30 points, or they may get beat by 5 points. But I understand where they're going now. 6 weeks ago, I didn't know where the Cowboys was going. And when Dak went down, I definitely was off on Highway 75 down the road. But now I know. Now I'm on Beltline, circling the city, baby, waiting for the draft to come.
So where are they? I want to just so I follow you. Where are they going? What are they? It's
a youth movement, bro. It's a youth movement. It's a youth movement. It's a youth. I'm telling you, Jess. It's a youth movement.
What do they say in your Jeep when you make the wrong turn? Recalculating route. Recalculating
route. Cut this one, recalculating route. Cut this one, recalculating route. Get rid of this one, recalculating route. Youth movement. Yes, sir. That's where we going. It's a youth movement, dog.
All right, I hope you're right. I know where we're going. We're going to break because y'all are out of control. Right. We got to reset this thing.
No, this dude Jesse, man, black him out, Chris. I got something for you. What you want?
Nate,
Tell me what you need to get this dude blacked out.
I'm gonna give you a heads up, Nate, because I want you to get your thoughts right. Because it finally took about 4 years for Kurt to be able to have this conversation with you. But when we come back, Kurt's gonna ask you, what's wrong with Zeke? What's wrong with Zeke?
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with him. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with him.
Find out when we come back on Hanging with the Boys.
Kurt, you may wake up and not have a house tomorrow, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again for Tailgating with the OtterBox Boys.
OtterBox, the company that builds wildly overprotective phone cases?
The one and only. But cases are just the start. OtterBox is the official outfitter of tailgating.
If they can keep my phone safe, what can they do for my parking lot party?
How about protecting your beverages from suboptimal drinking temperatures with their elevation tumblers? And OtterBox elevation tumblers come in 3 sizes, a 10-ouncer, a 20-ouncer, and even a 64-ounce growler.
Check out all the colors and sizes of their elevation tumblers at otterbox.com.
It's football season, and when you're tailgating with your friends and your family, you want the best meat on your grill. Pettigene Meats makes the best hot dogs, the Pettigene Griller, or the all-beef Franks will score. To complete that tailgate meal, Pettigene Meats has hickory smoked sausage, hot links, Polish sausage, and the best hickory smoked bacon and ham around. Available at your local retailer. And a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. It's Pettigene Meats. Taste the difference.
We can't wait to see the Cowboys back on the field, and we can't wait to pack AT&T Stadium to watch them play. When that time comes, SeatGeek is the place to get all of your tickets. Plus, tickets to the hundreds of games, concerts, rodeos, and other live events we'll all be able to enjoy again soon. Every SeatGeek purchase is protected by a buyer guarantee, which means you'll get your money back if your event is canceled. Guaranteed. SeatGeek. Let's go.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Is your family a Cowboys family? Have you taken holiday photos at the Star? Was your wedding theme blue and silver? Have you convinced your kids them is spelled with a D? If so, every game day feels like a vacation to you, so treat it like one. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to hanging with the boys.
Welcome back to SWBC Mortgage Living Room, Frisco, Texas. Hey, Cowboys fans, what better way to spend Thanksgiving than in a private suite at AT&T Stadium with your family to watch the best game of the year? Head to DallasCowboys.com/hotels for a chance to win a private suite, a free night's hotel stay, and transportation to and from the game on a private Cowboys bus, all courtesy of Hotels.com. All right. We only have about 8 minutes left in this segment. Kurt, I'm going to let you ask the question that you've probably been wanting to ask Nate for the past 4 or 5 years. It's your time to shine, Kurt. Go ahead.
No, you already asked the question. We just, and I don't, it's how can you answer it? But they just can't get Zeke on track. What
is wrong? All right, I'll ask it. No, it's not. That is not it. It's not. They can't get Zeke on track. They got Tony Pollard on track last night, Kurt. This isn't a get him on track thing. This is a Zeke thing. Nate, what is wrong with Zeke? He can't break tackles anymore. He stopped fumbling. He can't.
And what's wrong? And Jesse said what's wrong. It's because Zeke is $15 million. That's what's wrong.
I tell you like this right here, man.
Defend your boy, Nate. Defend your boy.
I am. Let me say this right here. And Jesse may not want to admit this.
Oh,
you know what? You know what?
No.
Nate thinks if he draws this out long enough and talks slow enough, we're going to run out of time.
Am I going to talk? Am I going to get a chance to talk?
You talk the whole show, man.
Let me say this right here. I'm sorry, Jesse, taking up your time. I'll give you $10. What's wrong with Zeke is the fact that every time he comes into a game, especially in the first half, and it's an obvious run situation, the line is still stacked. And I'm saying collectively as a show, may not think Zeke is Zeke, but people still in this league think Zeke is Zeke. Go back and watch the film. They bringing guys up, or they got them lurking around the line, still taking Zeke out of the game. They know once they get a lead. See, it don't take much for our offensive coordinator to get away from Zeke. It don't take much. Oh, okay, well, here we go again. And all of a sudden we go to trying to slang it. Zeke is still Zeke until the other defenses. If this team, the Steelers, I want to see what they do. Now, and this is because they got a better defensive front seven than we do. But let's see if they bring a seventh guy up. The last two teams brought a seventh guy up. Even with them hogs and them dogs up there with Washington, they brought up a seventh guy. So I'm just saying.
I bet Green Bay brought up a seventh guy or against Dalvin Cook yesterday too.
Yeah, but that's that. But you know what? But that's a coach that's not gonna get away from his star player. That's the coach in Zim that's not gonna get away from his star player. You talking about two different coaches? Zeke is still Zeke, baby. Oh my God, y'all ask me my opinion. I'm not saying that Zeke can go 60 like he did his first 2 years. I'm not saying that Zeke can but Zeke still poses a threat to defenses. And they line up with that threat in mind. They told that young guy, y'all got to beat us because we not let Zeke beat us. They blitzed, they run blitz, they dogged him, they did what they needed to do. Zeke ended the game 19 carries, 63 yards. That's horrendous. He's supposed to have at least 85 and 90 yards, 3.3. I'm with y'all. The fumbling made Zeke look extra bad. And it's going to take a while to see. We ain't going to never see the Zeke we saw in the first 2 years. Nah. But will Zeke be smart enough and learn from this? We'll see. I'm not giving up on Zeke. Zeke not the same guy. No, he's not. I admit. But teams are still respecting Zeke. I'm telling you now, Jesse, I ain't got to tell you, look at the film. You've looked at enough to know they're still respecting Zeke. When they stop respecting Zeke, then I say, wow, really?
Well, the last 2 weeks, it's because they had backup quarterbacks. They knew they wanted DiNucci to try to win the game.
But if Zeke ain't no good, what are you worried about? If Zeke ain't no good, what are you worried about? Whether you got a backup or not. Well, hey, man, it don't matter. Zeke ain't that same horse we used to see. Hey, let's back up and play coverage. Because one thing that was killing Ben DiNucci, it wasn't the blitzes that was really getting it. It was the coverages that was baffling this kid. This kid went to the line a couple of times. Like, okay, for real? Yeah. And so I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm just being honest, and I'm not taking nothing with him. Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is a change of pace, and it's real sweet. But the safeties don't run up and say, we're going to clog this gap. We ain't going to linger around the line. Zeke is not the same guy, but I'm going to defend Zeke, man. I'm looking at him on Chris Bean. That big-headed sucker still got some value, man. Now, how much? I don't know. I really don't. I can't go. You know what? I give him a slight 10.
Okay.
Slight 10.
Did you see his face?
That's about what he's making this year, $10 million. What he making $10 million this year?
He making 10.2.
Yeah, he making $10 million. I'm right on time. Shannon, stop with your agitation and irritation. And Jess, I'm glad you stopped laughing. And Kurt, I still love you, baby, but Zeke's still a man.
I love you. Yeah.
What we've reduced ourselves like, we finally got Nate. Kurt, just bow up to Nate. I'm telling you what, Kurt.
Nate.
Herb been calling people from the trailer park place when we go on our trip. Is that the same folks? The Fun Time Trailer Park?
Yeah. Fun Time RV, baby.
The Fun Town Trailer
I'm gonna tell you something. You gonna be in the back, sleep, and it's gonna be like 1 a.m. We're gonna be driving. I'm gonna say, Jesse, come get the wheel for a minute. And you gonna be back there asleep, and I'm gonna put on a big Zeke bobber head, and I'm gonna come in there and jump on you and start elbowing you. You go like, Zeke, no.
Yeah, it sure would be nice to have Byron Jones right now on that league-leading Miami defense instead of having to fork out all that money for a running back who's, you're saying...
Oh, don't blame it on Zeke. Don't blame it on Zeke, baby. We gave a guy $12 million, and he around here scooping. I'm
saying, I know there's a lot of...
you had to make a choice. I would have gave that $12 million to somebody else than the guy that's scooping.
Yeah, there's a lot of those on this team.
Let me tell you right here.
You could have given it to a wide receiver that you telling me
can't find. Hold on. You telling me this right here, that every running back we play that rushes for 50 yards on average before they play us, averages 140 yards after they play us? Come on, man. That ain't got nothing to do with Zeke. But
you're right, because
since he ain't fumbling now, it don't have nothing to do with
He did fix that. Fellas,
for one game.
this was just like watching the Cowboys yesterday. It was entertaining, but man, it was a train wreck. But it was a lot of fun. So,
Stop, Shanna. You forced this fight. Don King.
Oh man,
Bob Arum.
I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. I mean,
I know what we're gonna do. Y'all gonna let me bring some stats, baby.
Okay, you bring
Y'all gonna let me
stats
talk
tomorrow.
stats.
You bring stats.
Kurt, send me some stats.
Well, fellas, it was fun. Maybe we'll get to some of the game talk tomorrow. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do this again. You know, who knows? We'll see.
We want to talk about the game. I thought we were talking about the game.
Maybe not. I mean, I don't know. This was fun. I had fun today. This was entertaining. This takes my mind off of reality. So, Nate, thanks.
Thank you,
Jesse.
brother.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Chris Beef. Thanks for keeping us on the air. Tommy John, thank you for the wonderful loungewear that you gave us last week.
I got to take my Tommy Johns out, man. I forgot to take them out of my bag, man.
You got to take them out. They're good. They're good. Maybe we'll have a Tommy John show one day this week where we just wear underwear and T-shirts, and no one will even know. Nobody can stand up. All right, fellas, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same crew. Hanging with the boys. Peace.
Peace.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.